We got him about 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago now.
And he was a pup then?
He was supposed to be 11 months old.
Yes.
But I don't know if they really knew his age.
Sure.
But that was their estimate, and they said Great Dane Cross Bull Terrier.
Yeah. Would that be about right, I guess?
Yeah. And he was in a bad state. I took him because he was. I wasn't going to leave this poor dog there.
Oh, good on you. He looks like a beautiful dog.
He is. He's a lovely dog.
Yeah.
He was 18 kilos when we got him. He's 33 now.
Yeah, okay.
And the parasites have been taken care of and all that,
good.
but he had like pigeon toed. Yeah. But then it got worse.
As he grew. So it was just, that's right, he still had some growing to do when you got him.
Must have, He grew a little bit, but you could see for us, but
filled out.
But it's certainly filled out.
Yeah, sure.
We went to the Kyneton. We're from Kyneton. We went to the Kyneton vet that we normally see, and they tried different calcium and things like that, and they said, no, this is just not right. Yeah, sure. And they took X-rays, and when we went to St Albans and Footscray combined vet. And saw Dr. Josh. That was Anaban, wasn't it? That's right. Yeah, that's right. And he was uncomfortable about doing the surgery. He said that because it's at the ankle or whatever you call it, the carpus. That's right.
But now they've recommended you. They've also recommended Andrew. What's his last name? Starts with a J.
Jacatine, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
He's quite keen to have a look as well.
Yeah, like we're getting phone calls, we've had a few phone calls, so are you going to use Andrew? So he seems like he's really keen, but I said, you've been highly recommended, Dr. Snelling, so I thought we'll see you first.
Have a bit of a chat about it anyway.
The only issue, if it's going to be some kind of external fixture, would be kicking him.
Because that's what Dr. Gosh was talking about.
Yeah.
But how we gonna?
Well, they said the screws wouldn't work.
No, I think an external fixateur is the best way to go. Mm-hmm. And it sounds a bit drastic to have pins sticking out of the leg and things, but dogs usually cope with it really well. Mm-hmm. And basically, you just have a little frame, carbon fibre frame that's bandaged. And the stainless steel pins kind of go in through under the bandage.
I was expecting a big Robocop type deal.
Yeah. Sometimes it depends. That's a circular external fixateur. Yeah. And they can be handy as well, but we often don't need them for these deformities. Okay. We can use just the linear ones, which are the straight ones. And they're a bit cheaper as well, so that can be handy. I've got his X-rays.
Hold on this.
Yep.
And what looks like has happened is that he's either had a fracture when he's young on both sides, or the growth plate in the ulna, which is this smaller bone, has stopped growing, and that's been a bit of a bowstring that has affected the radius. It's kind of stopped and the radius has kept growing, and therefore he's out like that. And as you can see, it's on both sides. So what we would plan to do is to acutely correct this angle. So we go in and we take a little bit of bone out of the ulna to free this area up, and then we take a triangular wedge of bone out of the radius, and then we put our external frame on in the radius above and below where we've taken the bit of bone out, and then swing it around so that his wrist and his elbow and his shoulder all flex and extend in the same plane. And as you can see now, his elbow and shoulder are okay, but his foot's way out of whack.
Yeah, and he will run on them, but he will shake afterwards, so they are causing him some discomfort.
Yeah, that's right. It'd be too much for him to do them both at once.
No.
Yeah, the risk would be too high. So we do, if we could nominate one that was worse than the other, we do the worst one first.
Yeah.
And then.
And depending on, because we are doing a GoFundMe and we've had a lot of support But it really does depend. You know, maybe it'll be a 3-litre dog. I don't know.
Yeah,
but let's
that's
start
right.
with one and see how we go.
Yeah, that's right. If you do one, then it might give him enough mobility to get around and use the other one. And I certainly wouldn't chop the other one off.
No.
Because I think it's doing some good.
Yep.
Yeah, and
if you look at the pads of his feet and all that, they're all being affected too. So I was wondering, even when you do the first one, is that going to be able to be corrected naturally?
It will probably, with better weight bearing, improve. Because his foot structure's fine, it's just at the wrong angle. Hey, mate.
Yeah, so he is really, like, if you look at the pads underneath, it's basically squished all to one side.
Because they're all been, bearing weight. It's all right. You're a nice boy, aren't you?
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah, you want to be friendly, don't you? Oh, certainly got some Great Dane or something in it, you think?
Yeah, they say Great Dane / Bull Terrier.
Yes.
And sometimes I can see in his eyes a bit of a bully look.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's definitely
right.
the eyes. Yeah.
It's all right.
Just
Let's have a bit of a feel, hey?
nice beady eyes.
Good boy, I know. Good man. Oh. Yes, it's all good up there. I see what you mean. You know, down there.
It's all deformed a bit.
Oh, it's a good man.
That'd be the one we look at first for.
I think that one's the
right
worst.
one. Yeah. Good boy. I know.
Good boy, daughter.
You little helper.
That's Murray.
Yeah. So guys, cost-wise, it'd be about, I'd say about $4,000 each side. We'd take 10% off for you guys to help, because I know it's a hard thing.
Well, we've raised enough for the first one.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good. Good work. Yeah.
Just keep going with it.
And and the risks that we take, because surgery's not without risk, obviously, is an anaesthetic risk of 1 in 10,000. A chance of the implants breaking down and us having a real problem with bone healing of about 1 in 100.
So what is the bone healing like? So you're going to break it and take a wedge out and put it back together.
Yeah.
So really what you're waiting for is just the bone to re-heal itself.
It takes about 6 weeks.
There's no other, like there's a permanent thing stuck in.
No.
Sorry, I don't know the technical
I know what you mean though, but
terms.
the beauty of that external fixation, which is the frame on the outside, is once the bone is healed, you remove it all and they're not left with any residual implants.
Okay.
And that's really good for them to just be with their natural bone.
Yeah, because we have seen other vets and they're talking about plates, and this other one that we were just talking about, what was his name? Jobrin?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Yeah. Yep.
He's saying don't do the external fixture because you can't tell the dog not to play with it and he'll ruin it.
Yeah, we don't find that is our experience, and we do a lot of them, probably 2 or 3 a week.
Okay.
And we find that do leave them alone, but he'll need a collar on, so he doesn't lick at it.
Yep.
The issue with doing a plate is that you have to get it spot on the first time. And it's very hard to modify if you're not spot on. The beauty of the external fixateur is that it's infinitely kind of variable afterwards.
Yeah.
So, if we're not happy, we can just twist it around a little bit more.
Really?
You can make adjustments with it.
That's great.
And that's kind of the benefit of doing it that way. Certainly our preference that we do it that way.
It actually sounds practical to me.
You do have a frame on the outside, but he's young still, so his bone healing potential is really good.
Yep.
And still there's a risk that it doesn't heal, but it's pretty low, slippery lead. The other risk is they often get little infections around the pins, and that doesn't mean that the whole thing's infected, but they get little pin tract infections, and that's probably about 20% of dogs will get that. They'll need a course of antibiotics during the healing phase. But otherwise, I do think we can significantly improve him. I don't think he's going to be perfectly normal,
No.
but we should be able to get the foot falling flat and in better alignment with the elbow and the shoulder. And as time goes on, that'll give him much better foot health, much better wrist carpus health, and better mobility.
Yeah. So just in case of arthritis and stuff like that, is that like a problem that would occur?
His elbow feels pretty good at the moment, and I think because it's happened so far down, his elbow hasn't been very affected. He may well get some arthritis in his carpus, his wrist there, but they generally cope with that reasonably well. And I'm not wishing more surgery for him, but if he does get really bad arthritis, he can fuse that joint in the long run if needed. But that'd be way down the track and
no, he's saying, I think he's about
unlikely.
15 months.
Yeah, he looks about that.
Yeah, so no, that sounds really good. What's the amount of time that he would spend in the hospital?
One night. So we'd do the surgery on the day that he came in. He'd stay that night and then go home the next day. We'd see him back in 2 weeks just to adjust or tighten his frame. And it becomes quite a mechanical device then. It's going to have a spanner and we tighten up all the bolts and things. And then...
do you have to put him under for that again?
No, he's good enough. He'll just cope. And if we're happy with the alignment, then off he goes for the next 4 weeks back to your place. And we get him back at the 6-week mark, do some x-rays. If it's all aligned and looking good, sedate at that time, do some x-rays. And if it's all healed, we just pull the pins out.
Okay. The pins in the bone?
Pins are in the bone.
So when you take them out, you're going to leave holes?
Yeah.
Okay, they stay or they grow over?
The holes just fill up over time.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll just end up with a little scab, 4 little scabs where the pins were, and then the scab will fall off and the bone will fill into the hole.
About 2 weeks or something like that?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks, as in, or probably 6 weeks to get the bone filled back in, but the hole's not an issue for the bone. It copes with that quite well.
Now, when you said you cannot tell from this x-ray if that piece of bone that you were talking about that hasn't grown properly, is that an issue? Do you have to remove that or anything?
We are doing an ulnar osteotomy as well.
Okay.
So we don't remove the little damaged bit, we cut the ulnar a bit higher and it just reduces the kind of conflict between the two bones.
Good, okay. Yeah, because that's what I was thinking, it would push it out again later on.
Exactly.
Okay. No, this sounds great.
So hopefully that's a bit of information for you guys.
And you're happy to do it?
Yeah.
You're happy to do him?
Yeah, definitely. We'd take him on as a case. Looks like a sweet little guy.
I've done a lot of research on you, Dr. Snelling.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It is, it's very good. Very highly recommended.
She's an intelligent girl, but watch her.
But quite a few other vets that I've spoken to for advice, Tony and Faulkner and all that sort of stuff, have said, go to Snelling.
Your name always seems to come up.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's nice. That's good.
So we'll be very happy if you would be able to.
Yeah. Well, are you wanting to get it done today?
Well, you can now.
We could, if you wanted to, we could get started today.
We have to get the funds.
Gotcha.
Oh no, we've got the money. I just have to get it transferred over.
Just get it transferred over.
Like you'd sort it all out tomorrow. From the payment point of view.
Happy to do that. No problem at all.
If you're here and it's it's another trip in. If not, so we're happy to get onto it today. If you wanted to.
Wow.
And you reckon that right one?
Well, I think that this one is
I do
the worst
too.
one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Just at the angle.
Yeah.
It's almost 45 degrees.
No, I totally agree that's the worst one.
And you can actually still run on them at the moment. So I don't think there'll be a problem running through.
Yeah. No, that's right. He's been used to it for so long.
Okay, well, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Get it started. So,
awesome.
Well, excellent.
All right, well, I'll
Me
get some
happy?
Wasn't
paperwork.
expecting that.
I'll get some paperwork out the front,
Yeah.
and I'll give you guys a call tonight. He'll stay in with us tonight, and then head home tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Okay then.
Alrighty.
It takes
I
about an
suppose-
hour and a half for us to get here, so
Yeah,
just
sure.
want to make sure we've got enough time.
No worries.
Yeah.
We've planned for a discharge tomorrow, say about 10:30.
Oh,
Yeah,
and miss the
Yeah, we
traffic
can
and
Miss the
everything.
traffic,
No
yeah.
problem at all.
Excellent. All right.
Alright.
Take his collar and lead off.